Well, folks, here again for the weekly forecast. Of course, during this last week, we had a big storm that moved through the center part of the country. We kind of hinted at that last week when we gave the forecast that there was an event coming out that would bring a little bit of snow to the Panhandle and possibly farther eastward. That storm just continued to intensify in the models as we got closer to the event. Overall, we ended up with some very strong winds across the state, anywhere from 35 to upwards of 60-mile-an-hour gusts. Severe thunderstorms in eastern Nebraska. We had blizzard-like conditions in southwest Nebraska, and snowfall all the way into central Nebraska. Unfortunately, extreme south central and southeast Nebraska once again missed out on most of the major precipitation. And from what we can see, the heaviest snowfall totals that have come out so far were essentially just to the southeast of Madrid, where we had anywhere from 4 to 6 inches that a couple of our any rain observers reported in terms of total snowfall. So this was the first real significant snowfall of the year for a broad area of western Nebraska. Hint is that there is another one that looks like it's coming down the pipeline as we go into next week that has the potential, once again, generate some significant snowfall across portions of Nebraska. So let's take a look at the upper air models. First thing I'll draw your attention to is that we do have a ridging in place, so we should see a fairly nice day today. Temperatures seasonal to slightly above normal in terms of temperatures. Don't think we'll see much in the way of any cloud cover as we are under high pressure aloft. But as we get into tomorrow, we will start to see a system starting to approach the western United States and rapidly starting to move inland. There is a piece of energy that's ejecting out of this lead trough that is expected to just pass to the south of the state, particularly during the overnight hours Sunday into Monday morning. That may actually clip extreme southeastern Nebraska with a few light precipitation echoes in the form of drizzle or light rainfall, but not expecting anything major out of this first system. But as we get into Monday, we'll start to see the system really intensify. We're going to get very windy conditions. It's going to pump up a lot of Gulf moisture into the region, and we should start to see moisture generating itself into the Panhandle late in the afternoon hours of Monday into Monday night, possibly into Tuesday morning. But more importantly, as we get into Tuesday, we'll really start to see the system ramp up to the south of us, bringing a shot of significant severe weather to the south of us and possibly even coming into extreme southeastern Nebraska. On the backside, we start pulling cold air in, so we would expect to see some snowfall accumulations, particularly across the western third of the state. And as we get into Wednesday, this system slowly makes its way eastward, and we start to wrap it up and basically cut it off, so the system's going to spin, and we do have the potential for snow on the backside of this system. Right now it's targeting south central Nebraska, but keep attention to the weather. It could change, and this overall storm track may actually change too. As we get into Thursday, this system basically peters out over the Great Lakes, spreads out, brings another reinforcing shot of cold air with some possibly light snow showers across north central and northwest Nebraska. And as we get into Friday, we finally see a cooler trend as these systems start to slide toward the Great Lakes. So the temperature forecast is one that we see the warmest temperature this week, that impending snowmaker in the middle of the week before we warm up to the end of the week. 8 to 14-day forecast keeps the cold air in place across the west and also keeps a very active storm pattern in place.